ASV, the industry leader in rubber track loaders for over 15 years, introduces the ultimate range of Posi-Track machines. To demonstrate the superiority of ASV's design, we conducted a series of tests, pitting the SR80 against other rubber track machines in the 80 horsepower class, including Bobcat, John Deere, Takeuchi, Case and New Holland. All of the competitors we tested have tracked undercarriages, which are mounted solidly and have no suspension. Even so, this hasn't stopped our competitors from advertising that their machines are smooth riding, with New Holland going so far as to say that they have ground-hugging tracks. Sounds good in an ad, but how will these machines stack up against the SR80 with its true ground-hugging suspension? The SR80's ISR4's undercarriage flexes over terrain, providing not only an ultra-smooth ride, but increased traction as well. So how does New Holland's 190 and its advertised ground-hugging tracks compare? The truth is, there is no comparison. None of the machines tested gave anything close to a smooth ride. In fact, they were all rough, rattly, and had significant vibrations. But how about in low ground pressure applications? Arguably the key reason that customers buy the rubber track loader. The SR80 has 25% more track on the ground than any of the other machines tested. The SR80 is also lighter. This combination gives the SR80 a ground pressure of only 3 pounds per square inch. How did the competitors' machines test? The Bobcat T250 had the lowest ground pressure with 4.2 pounds per square inch. That's 40% more than the SR80. So how does this difference compare in the field, under real conditions? The results were staggering. In the equipment world, there are few things as frustrating as getting your machine stuck. Not only does the SR80 avoid getting stuck, it can literally play in the same conditions that would bury the Bobcat. The other competitors with their even higher ground pressure would have fared even worse. To help drive home our point, we pulled the Bobcat out and drove the SR80 through the same spot multiple times. The SR80's tracks hardly even slipped. Posi-Track owners know the amazing traction, stability and climbing abilities of their machines. Can the competitors' machines give their owners the same confidence that Posi-Track owners take for granted? Of all the machines we tested, not one came close to climbing the slopes that the SR80 could easily manage. This climbing ability is inherent in all ASV machines and is the result of a more efficient track system, better balance, and the best power-to-weight ratio in its class. Most of the other manufacturers compromised their design. Except for Takeuchi, all other rubber track loaders tested are based on wheel skid steer chassis. By doing this, they compromise track length, balance, power-to-weight ratio, width, ground clearance, ground pressure, and many more. At ASV, we have one goal: to build the best rubber track loaders available, and this just cannot be done by using a wheel skid steer chassis. To further demonstrate our no compromises approach, we challenged our competitors to a test to see which machine had the highest tractive effort as a percentage of machine weight. While other manufacturers like to use theoretical numbers for tractive effort, these are real numbers on a sand and dirt mix. We ran this test several times in different orders and the results were almost identical. As suspected, the SR80 had the highest tractive effort as a percentage of machine weight. the SR80 was able to generate 7,100 pounds of tractive effort, an amazing 81% of its weight. The next highest was the Bobcat T250, which was able to generate 7,000 pounds of tractive effort, a respectable 75% of its machine weight. The third highest, as a percentage of machine weight, was the Case 450 CT, which generated 7,500 pounds of tractive effort. But with a weight of 10,335 pounds, this was only 73% of its machine weight. The Takeuchi TL140 generated 6,800 pounds of tractive effort, which was 68% of its machine weight. The John Deere's 332's tractive effort was also 68% of its machine weight, as it was able to generate 7,100 pounds, the same amount as the 1,700 pound lighter SR80. The New Holland 190B had the lowest tractive effort and percentage, generating 6,200 pounds of tractive effort and only 64% of its machine weight. So the SR80 not only has the lowest ground pressure, but also the best tractive effort, without a doubt the best of both worlds. The SR80 is built with balance and stability in mind. We put the operator in the centre of the machine, the same point at which the machine rotates over obstacles. By design, this is where the midpoint of the suspension is located. This balanced design vastly improves ride and stability, while at the same time greatly reducing the dreaded pitching produced by our competitors' machines. Pitching is the result of an unbalanced design, in which a disproportionate amount of the front of the machine comes off the ground until the machine rotates, thus causing the machine and operator to pitch forward, producing great discomfort. This pitching is inherent in all our competitors' machines, some worse than others. The SR80's incredible 15 inches of ground clearance is needed for the kind of off-road performance Posi-Track customers have come to expect. With our competitors' average of only 10 inches of ground clearance, it's clear they don't give this specification the same attention as ASV. This greatly hinders their ability to work off-road. The John Deere 332 demonstrates how low ground clearance can affect mobility. The SR80 is also the fastest of the machines tested. With 50% more ground speed, the SR80 is more productive than any of the competition, and with its incredible suspension, travelling at speeds of over 12 miles per hour is smooth and comfortable. Transporting the machine is simple with the SR80's 72-inch overall width. Amazingly, 3 of the machines we tested were too wide to fit on our 14,000-pound gross vehicle weight trailer. Customers of these machines can expect to also buy a special deck-over trailer to transport their awkwardly wide machines. At the end of the day, nothing beats experience. Not big name brands, not fancy advertising. The truth is, the SR80 and all Posi-Track models are in a class by themselves.